Nakuaje watu wangu nguvu, mimi naitwa presenter Ali, your entertainment PA. The A is always for amazing. Leo niko na mgeni ambaye siku zote you guys always request me to call him back tuzungumzie mambo ya mahusiano. One and only Alan Lawrence. Nakuaje bro?
Thank you so much for having me, and I don't take this chance for granted. Yes.
Yeah, last time tulizungumzia, types of men you shouldn't even think of dating.
Yes.
And the conversation was very amazing.
Yeah.
Wamesema, to ukuje tena.
Yes.
And today someone requested us, to do how to get over your ex.
Yes.
Yeah, because I at some point I know, 50%, over 50% ya watu ambao wanatazama, they have their exes, and over 20% pia wengine wameshindwa how to get over their ex.
Yeah, ukweli kabisa. Number one thing is you have to reach to that level of forgive yourself of what happened, because the separation, or rather an ex, does not define you, because your value has to remain no matter what happens around you, no matter what people will be telling you, because once you live your life pegged on people's opinion and pegged on people's validation, any slight misunderstanding you have with this person will tend to put you down. So people need to reach that point of forgive yourself by all means. Forgiving yourself, it's easier to say, but how do you forgive yourself? You go back and reflect, you reconnect more with yourself, spend time with yourself, validate the person in the mirror, because today tunaweza kaa hapa nikwambia like the way you are good, but if you've not told yourself how good you are and how eloquent you are and all those kind of things, so no matter what I'll be telling you, it does not matter. So what counts the most is you. Are you ready to forgive yourself of what happened? What happened does not define you.
Yeah. And how do you forgive yourself na una makosa?
In most cases inakuanga rahisi sana wakati, let's say, kama umekosana na mtu, ni rahisi sana kublame. You have all the chances and all the reasons to blame the other person.
Yeah.
You get, but do you get real with yourself? Do you get real with yourself? Maybe you say at this point hapa ndio nilikosea, at this point maybe I was the one on the wrong, and you just have to be intentional. Even take a book and a pen, write it down. Why? Because you are looking at a point, maybe next time you'll come to date. So not unless you heal from this thing, you will repeat the same things in the next relationship, or rather you'll use the next relationship as a rescue mission from yourself. You'll use the next relationship as a rebound. Unakuwa like, I'm getting into this relationship for revenge for what happened in the previous one. So you have to write them down. Yeah,
the people ambao, if they want to forget their exes, they say wacha ni date mwingine nitasahau huyu.
Ali, you'll agree with me, if you see somebody he thinks or she thinks she's ready for a relationship, desperately and need a relationship, that person has a past that they have not healed. So you have to heal first of all before you move on to the next relationship, because if at all you got it wrong from the previous relationship, most definitely you get it again wrong in the next relationship, because patterns will tend to repeat themselves, and patterns will never lie. So not unless you be intentional, I'll repeat, not unless you be intentional to be able to forgive yourself, so that you fully heal and move on to the next relationship. Yeah.
And what makes some exes, I'm just wondering, some exes come back in other people's lives?
And you just need to be very careful. Some exes come back to you so that they can prove to you, and like now waku heartbreak binoma kabisa. So kukumaliza kabisa, because this person, remember, you were emotionally vulnerable to them. They literally understand your weaknesses, they literally understand your fears. So the moment they will come to fulfill the assignment they had in the very first place. So my caution to each and every person listening and to us is, be very careful the moment an ex comes back. Although some can come back genuinely because maybe they have realized their mistakes, but it's a very tricky position to be in, whereby when this person comes, kama he left you or she left you, what makes you think that this time round he or she will stick permanently?
Is blocking your ex something that will block them from coming back to your life and probably help you forget them?
It takes a high level of maturity, because we have some people who they have broken up with their exes and yet they are good friends. So it depends with the level of maturity and the level of friendship you guys are having. But the most important thing is you have to redefine the relationship. Who are we in the first place? Because if you are taking the relationship so casual, you will end up being a casualty of the same circumstances that ever happened. So it is a tricky position to be in. especially the place where emotions were, you know, you are vulnerable to each other. It's a bit technical. So it varies. It varies if this person is mature enough to handle the relationship, like you need to handle the relationship without strings attached. So it depends. Yeah.
Wow. Is there like a step-by-step thing which someone can just a guide which someone can follow, you know, to just forget their ex?
Yeah.
Because I think when someone is rooted, you know, in that situation, sahi mmeachana, they normally wish that, you know, ningepewa a manual some bio.
Yeah.
Is there a way that, you know, people can follow, you know, to be able to forget their exes and move on in their lives?
The first thing is acceptance. Accept that whatever happened.
Yeah.
So accept and the reality kwamba mambo kwa ground ni hivi, umse aliniacha na wewe ukiachwa achika kwanza. So hiyo acceptance. So after acceptance you go to forgiving now yourself. That is, forgive yourself and now do not think that everybody is bad out there. Just after that forgiveness, then also now look at a point of surrounding yourself with the right networks. Yes. Surround yourself with the proper friends who are going to challenge you, who are going to believe even in you more, and do not put everybody under the same blanket and be like everybody is bad. At the end of the day, life must continue, because some people come into our life to, like, as a lesson. So you need, maybe that was their season in your life, so that they can be able to prepare you maybe for the next relationship. So do not say that do not put a hold to your love life. Life must continue. Ni kama tu mtani wanasema ulie tu kama ambulance, lakini maisha yasonge mbele. So ulie tu kiendanga mbele. So but take time to grieve. Take time to grieve. Mtu asikwambie, do not try to rush the process. You to accept, then forgive yourself, then surround yourself with the right networks, people who talk positively about relationships, because not everybody is bad. We have some good people out here. So yeah.
And Pia, is it advisable, you know, to use someone to forget your ex?
Not really, because if you use someone to forgive your ex, you are not to forget. Yeah, you are not even real with yourself in the first place, because you will be like you are using that relationship at the very onset as a rebound. As you will just tend to bleed on this person, yet this person did not hurt you. So do not consider the next relationship if you've not healed from the previous one. And how can you know that you've healed? If you see this person on the street, can you comfortably say hello to them, like, without anything? So that is the moment now you get to understand if you are ready to move on. But take time. Do not just move to me to a relationship like you are running away from the reality. So be real. Yeah.
Amazing conversation we had right there with one and only Alan Lawrence, who is a relationship expert. Na ni jamaa ambaye, you know, you can always reach out to him, uzungumze naye kuhusu mambo ya relationships. Kama unasumbuliwa na mtu fulani kwenye mambo ya mahusiano, unasaidia pia hiyo?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, by the way, kama kuna one mwenye alini reach out from Dubai, yeah, and we are working with her journey, and it has been amazing. Yeah.
Wow. So issues zote za relationship. Yeah, na wewe ukiwa na issues unaendaga kwa nani?
That is why they say a man who is in authority, you must be under authority. There is no person, if you are going to make it in life, you have to have people who you look up to at the end of the day. No man is an island. It's only people who try to rush the process that reach their late. Why should I say so? Because I need to have people who I'm accountable to, and I'm accountable to the one and only Robert Burale, whereby here and there. And thank you so much for the calls you normally call. Hata nikiweka post hivi ananiambia hapana, hiyo umefanya ujinga sana. Wewe umechoma. So you need people. I've always said that in this life, if you don't have a mentor, you are free to be tormented.
Wow, amazing. Mimi naitwa presenter Ali, your entertainment PA. Niambieni mnataka tumlete tena, niambieni kama mnataka tuzungumzie pengine content gani, niambieni mnataka tuzungumzie topic gani. That was a topic ambayo imekuwa requested by one of you guys. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for the support behind the camera. Ni mwanangu nguvu, anaitwa Eric Mukabwa. Anaitwa presenter Ali, your entertainment PA, na siku zote ukitaka kufanikiwa usitake kusifiwa.